Okay, so for on this one, we're actually going to go to the Home Depot website. And what I did is I plugged in Green Bay, all right, because they don't carry these in some areas, all right, and they're different prices. So, and I typed in stair tread up here, and then what I got to was this is basically the screen that popped up for my search, and so that's showing some of the pine and so on. But so you have the pine, you can kind of tell by the look of it, but I think yeah, there it goes. It says pine. So those are the 48-inch pine. Those are about 10 bucks. And then there's a 36. And then if you go down a little further, you've got the 11.5 by 48. And then I think somewhere there's a 36-inch as well. Yeah, you got 48 down here. So there's a 25 bucks. So basically there's your list. The one we're going to look at is the oak tread. Now this one here, there's 45 in stock in Green Bay. So I think this is the one we want. It's 11.5 by 48, it's red oak. So I'm going to click on that. And then, yep, it goes to 25 bucks. Now in some areas, like in Alabama, we were in Alabama recently and they were, I think 36 bucks or something like that. But basically this is what you got. This is what they're used for, the stair treads. They have them. They have 45 in stock, so that's really cool that they carry stock in there. And then if you look at the product overview, it's made from red oak. It's basically a solid layers, and then they have a 1/8 inch thick surface on each side, so you get a really good product. You get inside. If you can kind of see it there. Yep, you can kind of see it. When I go in there, you can see that there's about 3 or 4 boards inside there. And then there's a veneer on the top and a veneer on the bottom. And then there's a bull nosing right down in here. You can see the nosing. And it just is a perfect product for doing what I'm doing here. And let me just... so then, jumping over to our drawings, we're going to use those same treads for the tray. This is tray 3 up here, this is tray 2, and this is tray 1. And we're also going to use it for what it would be the front and the back, and we're going to use it for the risers. And then I even managed to squeeze it out of to get the floor out of this. So this is basically how the bench is going to look, the MikroBench, right? This is what I call the base unit. In other words, it doesn't have any cavities on it. But up in here, I have, I have to find it. Okay, there's a cut list. Okay, so this is the cut list for those 2 treads. So you'd buy those 2 treads. I would recommend the oak, pay the extra for the oak, but the pine will work okay. It's just that doesn't have the holding power. But then I took those 2 treads, and one of the treads down here I overlaid what would be what I call tray 1. And then I overlaid the back and the front. So let's just go back to that. So here's my overlays, and here's tray 1 overlay. So we're showing that out of that first tread, we're going to be able to get that top board. And then next we're going to be able to get this back, or excuse me, the front. And then we're going to be able to get the back. So let's go back to that cut list. And you're going to see this show up under a different step in the instructable. So under one of those treads, we're going to get a couple of boards. We're going to get 3 boards basically, and then there's going to be that nosing up here. It'll be about a 1/2 inch remaining. Then we're going to go into the second tread, and we're going to take tray number 2, and then you can see here there's some diagonal risers. And there's going to be a vise, and there's going to be tray number 3, and then there's going to be the spreaders. So if we go back to the drawings, and you can start to again see what's going to happen there. So we're going to be able to get out of the second stair tread, we're going to be able to get the risers, the tray number 2, tray number 3, and then the spreaders. And then again, I'm going to actually be able to get the floor, 1/4 inch floor out of that, and we'll show you how we end up doing that. So that all goes back to what we have from the stair treads that came from Home Depot for anywhere from 25 to 30 some bucks.